Now, there is no doubt that this virus came from China. The question that should be asked now is, was this outbreak deliberate or by accident? Was this an act of war or an outcome of Chinese incompetence? We don't have a clear answer, but there are solid leads that show a cover-up. An intelligence dossier has apparently been leaked. It's a report that could form the basis of a court case against China. It's being called the Five Eyes dossier. This is a 15-page document, 15-page document from the intelligence agencies of the so-called Five Eyes, 5 countries: the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia and New Zealand, the Five Eyes. What's even more interesting is the fact that this dossier was not supposed to be released, not yet, but it has been leaked. It's been obtained by Australia's Daily Telegraph newspaper and has now been quoted the world over. It's been called a bombshell, and with good reason. This dossier very categorically states that China's secrecy amounts to a cover-up. It mentions a long list of crimes by the Chinese regime. We've gone through it. Let's take the key points one by one. Crime number 1, according to this intelligence dossier prepared by 5 countries, risky bat research. Something that we've been warning about since the month of January. Scientists and doctors at the Wuhan Institute of Virology were studying deadly bat-derived viruses found in bats. Now, this dossier says that one of the estimated 50 virus samples at the Wuhan lab has a 96% genetic match to COVID-19. This sounds complicated. Let me put it in simpler words. The genetic sequence, the genetic makeup of the COVID-19, this virus, matches almost completely with the virus sample at the Wuhan lab. This virus was present in the lab, apparently. The report talks about a certain Dr. Shi. Dr. Shi was having sleepless nights. She was worried that her lab was responsible for the outbreak. So where is this doctor now? We don't know, and we're not holding our breath for her to resurface. It may take a while if it happens at all. Crime number 2, creating deadly viruses. The dossier talks about work done by Wuhan-based scientists to quote-unquote synthesize SARS-like coronaviruses. Why synthesize? What does this mean? It means that they were creating this virus. Chinese scientists were altering, changing parts of the virus to see if it could be transmitted from bats to other species. They were examining which proteins are important for such transmission. Crime number 3, hiding early samples. The Five Eyes dossier talks about the suppression of evidence, the destruction of virus samples at genomics labs. It raises questions about why wildlife markets were bleached. Why were they cleaned up? It raises doubts about the disappearance of some doctors. It asks why live virus samples from the first cases have not been shared with the world, and why research on this subject has to undergo prior review by the Ministry of Science in China. Did you know that? The Communist Party vets all research on this. The final charge, destruction of evidence. This dossier states that China censored news of the virus on search engines. You couldn't find it. That China deleted coronavirus-related terms from social media. What terms? Terms like Wuhan seafood market, Wuhan unknown pneumonia, and any variation of the term SARS. All of this was censored by the Chinese regime starting the 31st of December. They've been cleaning the internet. And it raises a very pertinent question. Despite evidence of human-to-human transmission in early December, why did the Chinese regime deny it till the 20th of January? Trust me, we've been asking this too. The Five Eyes dossier concludes that China intentionally hid evidence of the coronavirus pandemic. The research is consistent with most of our own findings. This dossier is indeed damning. But why did it have to be leaked? Why haven't these 5 countries come together to fix accountability? What is stopping them?